So let me guess. You've been told that PPC and influencer marketing are the keys to unlocking massive sales. You're pouring money into both, but the results are just meh, right? Your PPC campaigns are getting crazy expensive. The cost per click just keeps climbing, and your influencer posts get a quick flash of engagement. Then poof, they're gone. You know there's potential, but the two strategies feel totally disconnected, and you're definitely not seeing that explosive ROI that everyone promised you. But what if I told you there are 5 secret hacks that fuse these two powerhouses into one single unstoppable sales machine? What if you could take the genuine trust of an influencer that has been built and combine it with the laser precision of PPC to not just grow, but to actually triple your sales in 2026? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. These aren't just theories, these are actionable tactics that top tier brands are using to win right now. We're going to break down how to turn influencer content into your best ads, how to amplify your reach into millions, and how to do it all in a way that's completely measurable. And you're definitely going to want to stay until the end, as I'll be leaving you with a special bonus hack. So let's get into it. All right, y'all. Section 1, hack number 1. What we're going to do is we're going to turn influencer content into our highest paying ad creative. All right. The first hack is the bedrock of this whole strategy, and it's brilliantly simple. Stop seeing influencer content as just a social media post. Start seeing it as a new ad creative library. Think about it. We all scroll right past those glossy, overproduced corporate ads anyways. Our brains are literally trained to ignore them. But when a video pops up that looked like it was posted by a friend, something that feels real and unscripted and authentic, you stop. And that's the magic of influencer generated content. We call it IGC. Here's the play-by-play. First, when you partner with an influencer, you're not just buying a post, you're licensing their content. Your contract must explicitly give you the rights to repurpose their photos and videos in your paid ad campaigns. This is non-negotiable and where most brands drop the ball. Once you have that goldmine of content, that's when the real work starts. Slice that 60-second TikTok into 3 different 15-second ads for Instagram Reels. Turn that gorgeous photo carousel into a targeted Facebook ad. The goal is constant flow of authentic, native-looking creatives for all your PPC channels. Then you test it. You test everything, right? Run your influencers' videos against your slick agency-made ads. Hit a raw smartphone shot testimonial against your polished graphic. The data consistently shows that influencer content outperforms traditional ads with significant lifts in click-through rates and dramatic drops in cost per acquisition. Why? Because you're swapping a sales pitch, right, for a story. You're replacing an ad with a recommendation. This one shift is the difference between being scrolled past and getting that click. Think about it. Hack number 2. Now that you have the content plan, who do you get it from? The answer might surprise you. Forget the big name celebrities with millions of followers. The second hack is to build a swarm of micro and nano influencers. We're talking creators with 10,000 to 100,000 or even fewer followers. While mega influencers sell reach, micro influencers deliver something way more valuable, and that's trust. The recommendations feel like advice from a friend. They don't feel like a paid ad, and that's what you want. Here's why this is such a smart money move. You can partner with 10, 20, or even 50 micro influencers for the same cost as one macro influencer. This doesn't just lower your risk, it explodes your library of creative assets and lets you tap into a hyper niche audience. Studies show that micro influencers have a much higher engagement rate, often in the 3 to 6% range, while macro influencers can struggle to hit 1 to 2%. That extra engagement directly fuels better performance when you put ad spend behind their content. While the average ROI for an influencer marketing is a solid $5.75 for every $1 spent, top campaigns with micro influencers have seen returns as high as $20 for every $1 spent. Just look at Paula Casina. To reach a new demographic, they didn't hire one big name. They hosted an event for 21 carefully chosen micro influencers. The result was a massive wave of authentic buzz and engagement. Another legendary example is the beauty brand Glossier, which practically built its empire on using generated content from everyday people and micro influencers, turning their authentic posts into a brand building machine. The key is to build real, long-term relationships where you find creators who genuinely love your brand, and they create a consistent, trustworthy voice within the market for your brand. Hey, if these first two hacks are already giving you some light bulb aha moments, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, okay? We drop deep dive marketing strategies just like this for you every single week, all designed to give you real actionable advantage within your business. Okay, you've got authentic content from trusted micro influencers. Now, how do you turn that all into an immediate sale? Hack number 3 is to erase all friction between seeing the product and buying it by leaning hard into social commerce, right? It's all about making your content constantly shoppable, turning your influencer posts and the ads you make from them into a direct point of sale, okay? The days of just saying link in bio are numbered. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have built-in shopping features. Your influencers should be using product tags right in their reels and posts, letting viewers tap the product to see the price and details without ever leaving the app. Many platforms even support a full in-app checkout, meaning a customer can go from watching a review to buying in under 30 seconds or less. Here's how you weaponize this, okay? First, make sure every influencer you work with is set up with these features. Second, use affiliate programs or dedicated influencer storefronts, like those in the Amazon Influencer Program. This not only gives them a commission, which motivates them to drive actual sales, but it also gives you a perfectly clean, trackable link. Now, put those shoppable posts and affiliate links directly into your PPC ads. You're no longer just running an ad for brand awareness, you're running a shoppable influencer endorsed ad that leads straight to a sale. This is a huge trend for 2025 going into 2026, turning influencers from top of funnel marketers into full funnel sales drivers. This brings us to every marketer's favorite headache. How do you actually prove this is working? How do you know which influencer, which video, and which ad drove the sale? Hack number 4 is all about building a smart, data-driven attribute system. You have to get past vanity metrics like likes and views and focus on what really matters, like your return on ad spend, okay? The old last click model where the final touch point before a sale gets 100% of the credit is broken in this new world. A customer might discover your brand from an influencer's reel. Maybe they see a retargeting ad on Facebook the next day, and the day after that, they finally click a Google search ad and then they buy it there. Okay, last click gives all the credit to Google, completely ignoring the influencer who started the whole journey. The solution to this is simple. The solution is to use a multi-touch attribution system. This sounds complicated, but the concept is simple, right? Give credit where credit is due across the entire customer's journey. A popular way to do this is with the U-shaped model, which gives credit to both the first touch, who is the influencer who introduced the brand, and the last touch, what closed the sale, plus the interaction in between. So how do you track this? Get granular. Assign a unique affiliate link or a specific discount code to every single influencer. Use the analytics in Meta, TikTok, and Google to track not just clicks, but conversions, cost per acquisition, and customer lifetime value for each creator's code. A brilliant example is Prime Hydration. For their global creator campaigns, they use geo-targeting codes and centralized dashboards to see in real time which influencers and regions were driving the most sales and allowing them to optimize their ad spend on the fly. They weren't guessing, y'all. They were tracking, analyzing, and scaling what actually works. The final hack before our bonus hack ties it all together, right? It's where you combine all these elements into a sophisticated multi-step campaign that walks someone from being a total stranger to a happy lifetime customer. This is the sequential campaign. This is what I call the master strategy, right? It's about telling a story over time. Here's how the 1-2 punch works. Phase 1 is awareness, right? What you're going to do is you're going to let your army of micro influencers do what they do best. Let them post their authentic videos, their tutorials, and their reviews. The goal here is to just generate buzz, social proof, and to warm your audience, right? Then comes phase 2, conversion. This is where PPC takes the wheel. You grab all that awesome influencer content and you use it to build retargeting audiences. If anyone who watched 50% of an influencer's review video, they get a short punchy ad with the influencer's best testimonial. Someone visited your site from a creator's link, but they didn't buy, they get a carousel ad showing the product from different angles, all using your influencer's photos, okay? You can even create ad sequences, a series of 3 short videos that build on each other and tell a compelling story. This approach guides customers down a funnel from interest to decision. A fantastic case study of this is Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. They first used TikTok and Instagram creators to build awareness. Then they retargeted those viewers with conversion-focused ads using the influencer content, right? The results were incredible. Driving over 11,000 track purchases and a massive return on their ad spend. That's the power of pairing authentic content with a strategic sequential PPC follow. Drop that bonus hack, y'all. I call the bonus hack the echo chamber effect, right? What we're going to do is we're going to imply influencer posts with PPC advertising. And now we get crazy real synergy, okay? The bonus hack is where you take a successful influencer post and you pour gasoline on it with PPC. This is the echo chamber effect. You use paid ads to amplify an influencer's best content to a massive, perfect targeted audience. Here's why it works. An influencer's organic reach is limited to their followers, right? But their followers are basically your perfect customer profile. So what if you could find millions of other people just like them? That's what this hack does. You take content that's already proven to resonate with your ideal audience, your ideal avatar, and you use PPC to show it to your new potential customers who share similar interests and behaviors. Here's the game plan. First, find the top performing organic post from an influencer, one with great engagement and positive comments. Then, instead of just letting it fade away, go into your ad manager. Platforms like Meta and TikTok have tools for this, like partnership ads or Spark ads, which let you run ads directly from the influencer's account. Of course, you're doing that with their permission, right? But the most powerful step is the targeting. You can actually create a lookalike audience based on the people who have engaged with the influencer's profile. This tells the algorithm to find new users who are practically identical to the influencer's loyal fans, dramatically boosting your chances of finding new customers. The proof is in the scale, okay? This is how you turn a campaign that reached 50,000 people organically into a paid campaign that reaches 5 million. Boom. Case studies show this kind of paid amplification can drive huge engagement rates and generate millions of impressions, giving you massive returns and a direct lift in your sales. And that's what we're talking about, y'all. Okay, we've covered a lot today. So let's recap. Hack number 1, use influencer content as your ad creative. Hack number 2, deploy a swarm of micro influencers for killer trust and ROI. Hack number 3, go all in on social commerce and make everything shoppable. Hack number 4, use a multi-touch attribution to prove what's working. And hack number 5, build sequential campaigns to turn awareness into conversions. The era of one-off influencer posts is over, y'all. The brand that will dominate 2026 and beyond are the brands who stop seeing these as separate channels and start building a single, unified, high-performance sales engine. The proof is predictable growth. When you have this unified view, you're no longer just spending money on marketing, you're making strategic investments. You can confidently say, I know that for every dollar I put into this specific influencer and PPC funnel, I get $5 back. This data-driven approach is the key to not just doubling, but tripling your sales in 2026. This is the playbook, and the playbook is right here on our channel. Now it's your time to build your machine. Also, YouTube, let everybody know that there's a channel out here giving away this knowledge for your businesses, all businesses, right? I've said this before, I'll say it again. There are no gatekeepers here. We're teaching you how to utilize these concepts for your benefits within your business or your business opportunity. So tell them, YouTube family, we out here putting in work. We out here putting in work for y'all, right? And with that being said, be blessed and stay safe. I look forward to you becoming the absolute best version of yourself as an entrepreneur and a business owner. Thank everyone for watching. You are truly an awesome audience. And if you'd like to learn more about this art that I love, that we love, called digital marketing, and you like to see what else you can use to help your business, then it's simple. All you have to do is click on this video right here.